करने से ही होगा, इस पे भी हमें सहमति बनानी होगी। तो अभी जो मैं कहूँगा, हम डिसएंगेजमेंट को इसका कंप्लीशन ये पहला चरण है। इसके बाद डीएस्केलेशन की बात करेंगे और उसके बाद सीमा को कैसे मैनेज करें, क्योंकि पेट्रोलिंग बाद में पेट्रोलिंग होगी, उसको भी उसकी अपनी प्रक्रिया होती है, अपने रूल्स होते हैं। तो कैसे पेट्रोलिंग स्थिरता के साथ पेट्रोलिंग कैसे करें, उस पर भी बात आगे होगी। तो वो आगे का विषय। जो ईरान इजराइल के बीच में जो अभी जो घटनाएं हुई हैं, इस पे कल हमारे प्रवक्ता ने एक बयान दिया है, तो मैं कहूँगा उसको आप जरूर देखिएगा। और जो आपका सवाल जो है टेररिज्म के बारे में, देखिए मैं मुंबई में एक किस्म से देश के लिए और मैं कहूँगा दुनिया के लिए ये काउंटर टेररिज्म का सिंबल है ये शहर। जब हम यूएन सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल के मेंबर थे, तो हम जो हैं काउंटर टेररिज्म कमेटी के अध्यक्ष थे, और वो काउंटर टेररिज्म सिक्योरिटी काउंसिल की मीटिंग हमने पहली बार भारत में की, वो मुंबई शहर में की, और हमने उसी होटल में किया जहां आतंकवाद का घटना हुआ था। तो हमारा एक, मैं कहूँगा कि दुनिया जब देखती है कि टेररिज्म के इस चुनौती के सामने हु इज स्टैंडिंग स्ट्रांग, हु इज स्टैंडिंग फर्म, हु इज स्टैंडिंग क्लियर, पीपल से इंडिया। वी आर टुडे, आई वुड से, लीडर्स इन फाइटिंग टेररिज्म। सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी क्लियर इन दिस कंट्री। जब हम कहते हैं वी से जीरो टॉलरेंस ऑफ टेररिज्म, दैट इफ समबडी does something there will be a response. We should not have a repeat of what happened in Mumbai, that there was an attack on this city and there was no response. That is not good for us, it is not good for the world. So we are very clear on this, and we also have to expose. It cannot be कि आप daytime you are doing business, night time you are terrorist, and I have to pretend everything is okay. This India will not accept it. This is what has changed 10 years ago. So we will expose terrorism, we will publicly take on terrorism. Where we have to act, we will act. We will act after thinking through. So we have a very clear stand on this.
After that, Sonu Srivastava from PTA and then Hemal Asar from BJP.
Sir, I have one question. You've spoken about industries. I've just returned from Jaishankar in Maharashtra, near Pune. And I've also gone to Mumbai that you have all these power looms. The situation is so sad. 50% of power looms in Jaipur are shut down. They are very upset with the textile policy. In Jaishankar, you have the biggest automobile industries there, right from Skoda to Hyundai to Bajaj, all kinds of industries there. Well, the condition of the roads is pathetic. I mean, they're complaining. They've already written to the federation, and Jairam Ramesh has recently tweeted that 50 industries are moving out to Surat because...
The same Jairam Ramesh who stops all industries from growing in the name of environment, or the different Jairam Ramesh?
This is my own personal assessment. I've just gone there and I can show you the footage of the roads. The traffic has been...
No, can you come to a question, please? Can you come to a question, or is that a...
The question is that now your government has been in power in the last 2.5 years. And so you've been talking about governments in power. They have a lot to do. The state governments have a lot to do with the way that the investment policies and these things move. So I want to know, what is the BJP and the UP Sarkar doing, and how
I think I got the question. So would you hand over the mic?
I think Sonu Srivastava from PTA. Camera then on the phone. Sonu Srivastava. और बाद में नहीं
बीजेपी है उसको बात कर।
Sir, this is Sonu Srivastava from SNL. Sir, I have a question. BJP has been mentioning about UCC, Uniform Civil Code. So, are we expecting to be implemented in this term?
Hemal Asar from BJP.
मैं दीपक चांदवानी हूँ, हिंदुस्तान बेस्ट समाचार से। सर, हमने सिंधी समाज ने 4 सीटों की डिमांड की थी, एक ही सीट दिया है।
सर ये पीछे हेमल जी को इन्वाइट, हेमल मागे ना मागे,
When you touched upon terrorism, I just wanted to ask you something about Kashmir. We had an attack recently. If you could throw some light on that.
Last there.
क्या किया मैडम
सर नमस्कार, मी शीतल करनेकर, मैं ग्लोबल टाइम से बोल रही हूँ। आपका स्वागत है महाराष्ट्र में, जहाँ प्यार मिलता है। मगर पिछले 2 सालों से बहुत कुछ हो रहा है कि महाराष्ट्र की राजधानी मुंबई है और देश की आर्थिक राजधानी महाराष्ट्र है, उसका चेहरा मोहरा बदलने के काम क्या हो रहा है। और दूसरा सवाल मेरा ये है कि मणिपुर में जो हिंसा हुई है वो अभी तक थम नहीं रही, महिला पर जो अत्याचार हुए, तो उसके लिए भारत सरकार क्या कर रहा है?
धन्यवाद। नो मोर क्वेश्चन, चलिए एड्रेस टेबल।
Say the first question, comment, whatever you call it. Look, I made I think what was a fairly common sense proposition that investors make decisions about industries based on the merits of how they see that particular investment, and when they see a state government aligned with the central government, they have a higher degree of confidence in that regard. Now, if you are asking me, is development in Maharashtra complete? Is it perfect? Has everything gone well? Are there no flaws? Are there no shortcomings? Obviously, the answer is no, and you know that. But if you are now asking me, saying that there are there are shortcomings in development, and you cite someone who has a record and a reputation of opposing the manufacturer, they are looking at it. The third issue, the Kashmir question you asked. Look, again, we have been very clear that there is cross-border terrorism. Okay, but we have also felt that the way to deal with cross-border terrorism, there are many ways. One is to impose a cost, but one is also to integrate Kashmir very deeply with India, which was not the case, where the integration of Kashmir was opposed for political reasons. Today, when you have an election, a free and fair election, where more than 60% of people have voted, I think it's a very big statement. It is a very big statement about democracy of this country, about the response of the people of Kashmir. Who wins that election is a secondary point. To me, when I looked at those numbers, for me it was India won that day. India won that day because that many people put their faith in the fact that Article 370 was removed and the hold of that kind of separatist politics was broken. Now, we know that there is continuing support for cross-border terrorism. When I went to Pakistan, one of the reasons I said I'm going for SCO and only for SCO is I wanted to make the point that, look, don't think that I'm putting the terrorism issue on the side. Now, I know there are other political parties which have a different view, and when they were in government, practiced a different policy. That their policy when this city was attacked was to do nothing. That is not our policy. And I think that is the difference, and it is for people to judge us accordingly, and for people in Mumbai to judge us also. जो आखिरी जो आपका सवाल जो था, देखिए, मैं कहूँगा अगर आज भारत की छवि बनी, the answer जो is in the reaction of the world, क्योंकि हम लोग, हमारी बहस होती रहेगी, it is natural, we are a democratic country, you have a view on something, I have a view on something. But I can tell you, मैं विदेश मंत्री हूँ, तो मैं आपको कह सकता हूँ दुनिया हमें कैसे देखती है। जब दुनिया के लीडर, दुनिया की बिजनेस, अगर आज, जैसे मैंने उदाहरण के तौर पे आपको वो सूचना दी कि जर्मनी के चांसलर आए और उनके इस पूरे दशक में जो हर साल जो बिजनेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करते हैं, उनका निर्णय था कि वो भारत में करें, और उसका कारण था, उन्होंने पब्लिकली कहा कि मैं चाहता हूं कि जर्मन कंपनीज भारत में आए। तो जब इन्वेस्टर इस संख्या से आते हैं, जब हमारी बात जो है, चर्चा जो है इन्वेस्टमेंट पर होती है, वही एक किस्म से वो इससे क्लियर मैसेज, इससे ज़्यादा क्लियर मैसेज आपको क्या मिल सकता है कि टुडे वी आर द प्लेस वेयर द वर्ल्ड इज इंटरेस्टेड इन एंगेजिंग, इन इन्वेस्टिंग, इन दुनिया जो है अपनी फैक्ट्रीज भी लगा रही हैं, दे आर मेकिंग ग्लोबल कैपेबिलिटी सेंटर्स. सो आई थिंक इट इज़ समथिंग वी शुड बी प्राउड ऑफ एंड वी शुड टेक फॉरवर्ड. नाउ यस, जो आपने मणिपुर के बारे में कहा, there have been problems in Manipur. There are many complex reasons. Some of them are historical reasons. Some of them are reasons which has to do with what is happening also on the border. So, you know, everybody accepts there is a problem. But in the name of Manipur, I don't think it is right to damage the image of India. Or to say, you know, the rest of the world should have a problem with India because something went wrong in Manipur. That is a political agenda, and I would say in a way it is an anti-national agenda. So let us keep things in perspective. There are problems. We are not a perfect country. Democracies are never perfect. And developing countries have to develop. That is why we are called developing. There will be issues. But we have to have, every few years, what are democracy and elections about? Every few years, people of the state or people of the country look at everything and say, okay, ये हमारे विकल्प हैं. What is the best choice I can make? And I think that is what sustains us. So once again, I'm really very happy to talk to all of you. Very happy Deepavali from my side. And I look forward to seeing you on my next visit.
धन्यवाद सभी पत्रकार भाइयों बहनों को. और एक जानकारी देना चाहूँगा, अभी यहाँ से हमारे विदेश मंत्री जी डायमंड ब्रोज BKC में जाएंगे 2:30 को. तो सभी पत्रकारों को निवेदन है कि आपको वहाँ पर भी हमने इन्वाइट किया है. साथ ही साथ ऊपर भी जिस प्रकार से विदेश मंत्री जी ने कहा कि आपका लंच के साथ दीपावली मनाना है, तो सभी पत्रकार बंधुओं को ही हमारे ये ऊपर के फ्लोर पे आना है और दीपावली हमारे साथ मनाना है. धन्यवाद. थैंक यू.
Cut.